Okay. If you tune in, right now there's nobody in here, but if somebody comes in here and you can tell that my voice is off or something's not right, let me know. I don't know what I can do about it, but I am trying a little bit different of an audio thing going on. So if my voice is delayed or if you just can't hear me very well or anything, please let me know. So because I won't know for hours and hours until this thing uploads. So thanks. Okay, guys, March is basically over. So tomorrow I am releasing a video of my top 5 items for March. 2 of them are pretty much the same items from the last time I made a video, but 3 of them are new. And yeah, I just got done recording that, so I figured I'd hop on a live while I have my hat on and while I'm all good. If you see me looking at the camera and the video feed, I got like 2 videos of myself playing at myself. So let me get rid of that so all I see is this. And we're going. Feel free to ask any questions right now. Just while I'm kind of talking at you, I'm going to go ahead and post in the Facebook group and let everybody know that we are live, whether they care or not. So if they don't care, well, that hurts my feelings. But what are you going to do? Feel free to start asking questions if you're in here, and I'll get to them as I get going. Boom, post. Sorry, I know these beginning parts are kind of boring sometimes. Mark as announcement. Now everybody can know that we're here. Sweet. All right. Can you guys hear me? There's 4 of you in here. Let me know if you can hear me or not. Just anybody in the chat. Okay. All right. That is posted. Thanks for giving me a second. Thank you. Any videos this week not live? Yes, Lawrence. I don't know if you guys, when you guys hop in here, I don't know if it's like exactly live where I'm at in the video or if you have to watch it from the beginning. Thank you, Lawrence. But I did say a little bit ago, before anybody heard, I think, that tomorrow I'm coming out with my top 5 video for March. So just like I did last month, I will be, making a video of my top 5 selling items. 2 of those things were basically the same items as the top 2 things of last month, but there's at least 3 new items that I'm selling pretty decently. So that'll come out tomorrow. And yeah, I know it seems like I'm making less videos, but I had to do 2 days of like normal work stuff and had a day off. So my plan is to make my top 5 video today, which I already recorded. I just need to edit it and schedule it for tomorrow. And then I plan on hopefully getting enough time to make another video today that I can schedule for like Saturday, maybe, because I do have video work going on Saturday, so I won't have time to do anything actually and make it that day, so I'll have to schedule it ahead of time. Let me know what kind of videos you guys want, and maybe I'll factor that in, and that's what I make again today in the evening. What do you think about the durability of Facebook Marketplace dropshipping business? If you mean durability, like you think it'll last, like you think it'll hold up over time, I mean, it's not gonna stay the same as what it is now. I think, like I like to say, I think those, I guess those views and those profits and everything, I think those will diminish a little bit and kind of average out. I think right now, how we're experiencing things is we're basically getting out in front of the Facebook Marketplace like rush of people starting to drop ship on it. And in the future, I kind of picture it being more like eBay and Amazon, where a lot more people are selling on the platform and doing exactly what we're doing and trying to undercut each other's prices. And for now, we're all trying to discourage that as much as possible. But I think in the next year or 2, the numbers are going to start to shift differently. So I think you can still do it long term, and if anything, I think it will grow. I know Facebook is going to start incorporating shops at some point. I know you can already do Facebook shops, but they're not integrated completely like they plan for them to be, where you can have storefronts and everything. But I think it's only going to grow and evolve, and people like us, we find weird ways on the internet to make money. So I think regardless, we'll do that. How often do you change the shipping location? You mean like where I'm selling from, like in my listing when you can put the city? If that's what you're talking about, Mitch, then what I do is, for the most part, lately, I've just been leaving it in LA, even though I don't live there. I just kind of leave it in a high population city. So sometimes I'll switch it to New York, or sometimes Chicago, or maybe Austin, Texas, or whatever. I flip it around, but I don't really have a method for it. Lately, I've just been lazy and I've been leaving it in Los Angeles. So there's no real method. I know you were at 16 profit last time. What are you at now? Today I just hit over 2,000 for the month. So not a huge jump from last time. It's not like I made hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I guess I did make hundreds of dollars, but I haven't been listing that much extra stuff because I found a couple items, which I'll talk about. I'll put in the top 5 video, that have kind of just kept me busy, and I've also been trying to like enjoy some of the nice weather here. So I haven't been doing, I'm still drop shipping and everything, of course, that's not going away, but I just haven't been consistently listing new stuff. And maybe I've been listing like 5 items a day, and just every once in a while a new item will hit, like what we all talk about. So I'm just over $2,000 for March, which is crazy because the last month I only made like just under $700. So way more than doubled this month, which is pretty sweet. James, how many items do I list per day? I always tell people you want to try to do the 10 to 15 method, but sometimes I don't even list one. Like, yeah, at most, a lot of the times lately I've maybe listed 5. The other day I did list like 10. It's just if I have free time and I have time to list, I do it. But a lot of the time what happens is I sit down to work, I do my actual business work that I have on the side. I fulfill orders in the morning, and then I update the tracking that I got from the night previously for all my already done orders. And then by the time my life happens and I make another video or do something like this, I like run out of time and don't list anything. But I do try to do it about 5 a day, at least. Okay, do you put a quantity on all new listings? Yes. I don't do the thing where I only put it 1, and if it sells, I'll update it. I actually put it at like 5 to start with, and then if it blows up and I notice it's selling that day pretty frequently, I'll go ahead and change it to like 10 or 15. And then I pretty much just wait until it sells out, and then I'll just update it back up to 15 or 20. But I like the 5 to 15. I don't really have, that's what I do. James, do you experiment with boosting your successful products? Okay, I did that once. It was only like $3. It's not like I put a bunch of money on it, but I did boost the mail truck from that one video that I made. And I actually didn't get any sales. Like, I was already getting sales, and then I didn't get any. And I'm sure it has nothing to do with like boosting made me not get sales. It's just, I didn't even have it regular after I boosted it. It just disappeared. So that was one tiny little fraction of an experiment. It didn't really matter. I'm sure I need to actually give it a good go, but I haven't really boosted much. Okay. What's your income for your other business, if you don't mind saying? Oh, I don't mind saying at all. Sometimes my other business, it's very seasonal because it involves video and photography and events and things like that. And when all this stuff happened, events kind of went away for a little bit. But, during the winter months, like, I think for the month, just this last month, we wrote ourselves like maybe a $500 check for the month. But then we have some cash stuff on, going on sometimes where, we have to factor that in. So without overcomplicating it, some months I make like $1,000, and then there's other months where I make like $7,000. So it's so hit or miss, but it kind of averages out to be like a $3,000 a month income. But it's always growing. So, we doubled our income in the business from last year to this year, to last year from the year before. So I'm hoping to increase a percentage, at least 50% again this year. But We don't really know. We just kind of, it's so as things go basis. There's no like definite. It's just as clients need work and as we become more popular. That's all. So, not really a good answer for that, but that's another reason why this dropshipping thing is great, is because I can kind of supplement any income on low months, and that's why I was encouraged to do this and start it. All right. Henry, do you think that Facebook will give possibility to use checkout in all countries in the world, or it will work just for the US? I think eventually they will open up. Michelin, I'll get to you in a second. Also, Henry, before I get to your question, is it I see you Michelin or tell me how to say your name, because I see you so much on these things now that I want to know when I read your name how to say it. So like phonetically spell it out for me if you can, so I know what I'm saying it properly. Okay, Henry, back to your question. Do you think Facebook will give the possibility to check out in all countries? I think they will. I think what's probably going to happen is once they get it kind of solidified here, because they're still testing out and rolling out things, like we don't even have, not everybody even has the quantity option yet. Not where you can input quantity, but where customers can check out multiple of something. Not everybody even has that. So I think they're still like fleshing out some details, and I think once they do get that on board and ready to go, I think they'll start to open it up to the UK and like Canada and things like that. Just other, big countries that would take advantage of this for sure. I don't know why they wouldn't. They make plenty of Facebook fee money from us. I mean, just this month, the amount of Facebook fee I've paid them is $350. So, I mean, imagine thousands and thousands of people doing that. Why not? Instead of convincing everybody to do ads. So, Michelin. Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I wanted to make sure, though. I didn't want to start just putting that out there and you just be like, ew, this guy says my name all stupid. Okay, but yeah, Henry, I do think they will open it up to the U.S. It's just, I know people in other countries are having a hard time because they want to take advantage of this, and it's just like there's so many hurdles. But I think it is going to come. I just don't know how fast. Okay, Michelin. Oh my God, I had a customer cuss me out the other day. Got to looking and found out she didn't even order from me. She's just seen that she messaged me and assumed I sold her the product. She was upset. Okay. Yeah, so I think I titled this Angry Customers and Returns. I just have to like put a title on it. It's not like we have to talk about those things, but I did have some stories about that. So I kind of had the same thing happen to me. First of all, just to address what you said, that's ridiculous. Like, I've learned doing this, and I don't mean to be mean, but I've learned now dealing with these customers, people are stupid, man. Like, I know that's mean, but like, there are some stupid people out here just interacting with the world, and you're like, how did you get this far? I've had, this doesn't make this person stupid, but I had somebody message me out of nowhere just saying like, you should be ashamed of yourself. You are increasing the price of these products that people can buy somewhere else. I don't know how you sleep at night. You're gonna go to hell. Like that, I've got something like that where just like an enraged random person messaged me, and I didn't message them back. Of course, it's you don't want to explain to people that they buy stuff from a profit literally every step of the way. You're just adding a step. There's no point in fighting it. But I've recently been telling some people in comments and stuff. Those garden beds that I talked about last time. Most of them are fine, but I keep selling these 8 foot by 4 foot garden beds. And I had a couple people get them, and they just are total crap. Like, they're just the quality, they just bend, and they're just awful. So I stopped selling the 8x4s. I still sell 6x3 metal garden beds and stuff like that. That's not on my list for tomorrow's video, by the way, but those are selling pretty good. But man, yeah, it blows my mind. Like, somebody said, they're like, this isn't what I thought. She sent me pictures of bent and broken material and everything, and I said like, oh, no worries, I will handle this. That's absolutely ridiculous. I always take their side. And but then I had another guy say something like, hey man, his wasn't broken, but he's like, the quality's really bad. And he's like, is there any way that you could, he ordered 3 but got 1 first and didn't get the other 2? He's like, is there any way that you can cancel the other two and I'll just keep this one? And I said, and this was like a PayPal deal on the side. It wasn't through Facebook. So luckily I didn't have to deal with that. But I said, unfortunately, your items have already shipped, so I can't just cancel the order. I didn't tell him I couldn't return it. I just left it at that to see what he'd say. And later, he was playing nice at first, and he just messaged me and was like, I've never felt so cheated in my 70 years on this earth. You should stop selling this so that you can sleep at night. Like, they always say sleep at night. How can you sleep at night or whatever? And I told him, I said, hey, man, like, I can do a refund for you. I just have to wait for those items to get there. And then he like totally changed his tune after that. It's just some of these people scream at you. I had one guy order something, and I'll get to some more questions here in a second. I know I'm rambling. I had one guy order something the other day, and it hadn't even been 24 hours since he ordered it, and he literally texted me like, it didn't even make sense. That's what's even crazier. Some of these items don't make sense. And it's like, when is where my item? And then I'm like, what? And then he just sent me the title of my listing, but with like 10 exclamation points, like he was yelling it at me. And I was like, did you order one of these? Because like it's just a random message, and I can't tell if I've even done an order. And he's like, when will it come? And just like like screams that kind of in messaging. And then I look up his order, and it was literally, he ordered it the day before, and it was already out for delivery the next day because it was on Amazon Prime. And I'm like, it'll be there today. Like, it's hard not to be like, quit being a psycho. Like, crazy people. All right, let's get back to these. Kenji, what do you think about listing photos when you list your items? Stock photos or finding other people's pictured reviews? I know I use other people's photos for my listings. Most of the time, Kenji, if that's how I say your name, most of the time I literally let Z-Drop take care of it for me. I just hit the paste button and I let them do it. I will sometimes, if the sizing of the image sucks, I will save that item and I'll open up Adobe Illustrator. That's what I use because I just use it all the time. But whatever you have, I think I said this in a video before, and I will resize it to fit in a square so that it's got like a nice edge around it to where it's not like cutting off or anything. But most of the time I just use the stock images from the listing. I did experiment. I think there is something to be said about certain kind of items and using the customer review photos in place of the normal stock photos. I think there's something to be said about doing that for certain things. Like, I think using stuff like that for the garden beds is a good idea, but there's some stuff where I just don't think it really matters. Hold on, my dog is like crying because he heard somebody outside. What? He's a crybaby. Okay, but I've heard people have a lot of success using the customer reviews or just real items. I haven't had a bunch of proof to say that that's the case. Okay, like the tire. Okay, Piccolo. How long does it take for an item to usually sell? Thanks. I mean, if it's a good item, I sell it same day. Now, in one of my videos that I released recently where I list, like I go through how I list an item and you get to follow along with how I do that. I listed like a BMW keychain or something. That did not sell the same day, but I've sold like 3 of those since then. And that wasn't that long ago. That was like a week ago or something. But I prefer it to sell the same day, if not the next day. If it doesn't sell that quickly, then it's probably not a great item. I go ahead and leave it up there for a little bit, but I probably won't end up renewing it. I don't know. But you want it to sell the same day, hopefully. Yes, they are. That's the only problem I have with Facebook Marketplace is messages. The messaging, I wake up and I have so many like donde emails or messages and like, stuff in Spanish, and I got people saying like how many of these can you sell, and just all these different questions. If they ask me a question, I've gotten to the point where I don't even respond. I'm like, nope. I'll focus on the people who just hit buy and don't even talk about it, and that's where I'll do it. If I didn't have my wife just texted me. She knows I'm live right now, and she said, if I didn't have so many orders, she's at work. She says, I would hop on your live and roast you so hard. I just read that. Okay. My wife, I was telling her about these lives, and she was kind of like watching through one time, like after the fact. And she was like, this doesn't make any sense to me. Like, you're not cool. I'm like, I know. Nobody says I'm cool. I'm just like answering people's questions. All right. Other geese. Luckily for me, I had some sweetheart people that leave me good reviews. I can't wait to meet one of those idiots. It's really hard when you get an idiot and you, like, it's hard not to just be like, ugh, and like jab back. Just remember, it's totally not worth your time, because all they're doing is hoping to rile you up because they're bored probably with their life and they don't have anything better to do. Just move on. It's super hard not to do, but just don't interact with them. But yeah, I get a lot of sweet people too. I mean, the majority of people don't even message me, or they're like, great, thanks. Or, you know, the other day I checked and out of nowhere my reviews jumped from like 50 to like 75. And I still have basically a 5-star rating. So, I mean, that means people are just on their own going and leaving nice reviews. It's really cool. Corey, how many orders do you generally get to get you to your $100 profit days? I think in one of the previous lives, I think I did that. I want to say it's like 5. I'm going to switch screens really quick. Let me just kind of glance. Lately, I've been getting like, you know, I haven't even calculated yesterday's total profit, but like the day before that, I had like 8 sales and I only made $50. And then the day before that, I only made $20. But then the day before that, I made $290 and it was probably like 15 sales. But when I was just getting my average $100 days, anywhere between 4 to 10 sales a day, just depending on what the item. It all depends on what the profit is. I mean, I made one sale the other day that it was somebody buying multiple of something. We did a deal in PayPal and Messenger instead of just through Facebook, and that one sale netted me a 64% profit with $160 of profit. So they paid $260 total, and whatever it was, oh yeah, they bought some stupid lawn art, and they bought like 4 of them, and they only cost me like $91 total, but they paid $260 for it. So I got $160 profit. Like, that's pretty badass to me. But it's just so all over the place, Corey. I run this bitch. Funny videos. Hey man, what's up? It's Justin. Hey Justin, how you doing? Good, man. Off work. That's always good. Where's the rest of your guys' questions? Okay. I'm dead on questions over here. But well, okay. Are you asking for reviews? I get ratings, but only 3 reviews. Too bad. In the beginning, when I was slower and I didn't get as many sales, I asked for reviews from everybody. And now I don't ever ask for reviews. Even if the transaction was awesome, I don't bother asking anymore because there's just too many orders for me to do that on my own. So I just don't bother. Maybe in the future when I have a VA, I'll have them do that or something. I don't know. I'm just not really too. You have 200 plus shipped items? No, at that point I wouldn't ask for reviews. I wouldn't. Okay, Corey. I had a customer that wanted 4 of something, and I made her place 4 separate orders. All the orders had shipping charges. You mean you had to pay shipping, or they paid shipping 4 times? I want to know, because I have had somebody do that with buying 2 of something. They bought like 2 of those trucks that I was selling, and so she paid like $6 shipping twice. And I was like, I'm not going to argue with you, because that was all just profit on my end. It's not like I actually had to pay for shipping. My 2 VAs are killing it. Almost can't keep up. That's awesome. Justin, with your 2 VAs, what do you mean you can't keep up? Like, is it because, isn't that what you said? They're doing product research for you. So, like, you can't keep up with all the stuff they find you? Is that what you're saying? And do you just list everything? I think I saw some comments on the group the other day, like 40 people or 40 listings or something, and you just list all 40 of them? Like, what are you doing with that? All right. Differential equations. Okay. TBA workaround. Man, I got enough videos and stuff talking about that, man. You got to use OA Genius and buy credits and get yourself some FedEx tracking numbers, man. Go check out one of my last TBA video. I think that should help you out. Pickle, I'm doing really well sourcing from eBay. It's very risky though. That's awesome. Why are you saying it's risky? I do some eBay. I don't do a lot of it though, but I haven't had any issues. Do you think it's better to stay in one category or branch out? I'm having a hard time. I literally move all over the place. If I stick in a category, it's probably just because I'm just having luck in that category. But it's not like, I've seen some people's marketplace profiles where you just click on their profile and see what they're selling, and they sell only like one type of thing. And they probably make a lot of money doing that. But if you were to look at mine, it's literally like, what the hell is this guy doing? He's jumping all over the place. So I don't really stick to one thing. I just I love the experimenting and the hunt for like the random gem of a product. I love that. $5 a pop. She paid $5 4 times for each item. I mean, hey, that's fine. Some of these people though, like PayPal takes a smaller fee than Facebook. So if they want to do some high dollar stuff like garden beds or some of this lawn art I was talking about, if I can convince them, I usually just say like, hey, Facebook hasn't figured out how to let people buy more than one item. If you do want to buy more than one, you can either place multiple orders, or we can, I can just send you a PayPal link and then you can pay me through there and I'll update you manually with tracking. So then I'm not getting a 5% fee. I'm getting like a 3 point something percent fee. I get way more profit and I don't have to wait for my money. So I was all happy about that. But yeah, if they want to make multiple orders and you get all the shipping profit, why not? Have you gotten the shipping option on the new account? No. I even did an actual in-person sale the other day and I still don't have the shipping option on my second account. And I think Justin, I can't remember if it was you, Justin, that you were able to get your second account up and running with the shipping option. I can't remember if that was us talking a long time ago about that or if that was somebody else, but I know somebody's gotten it. I just can't remember who. Micheline, last night I have quantity button. Oh, I don't that I know of. I guess I should search something and see, but at least I haven't had anybody buy more than one. So I don't know if I do or not. I still had to have some people be like, can I buy multiple of these? I don't know. That's awesome that you got it though. I'm hoping everybody has it soon. Strangest website you've sourced from, Mitch. I had to go to this weird ass, just when you get on a website and you're like, man, this website was definitely old or just never gets maintained or something. I had to go on one of those, and it was obviously to try to buy an air mattress for somebody, and they just had crazy big shipping, and it just just old timey system and everything. I ended up finding it on Walmart or something at a better price, but I did have to emergency fulfill an order that was no longer the same price on Walmart or Amazon, but I found it cheaper on Petco's website. So I've drop shipped one doghouse from Petco before, but that's probably the worst I've done. I haven't really I pretty much stick to Amazon. Okay, change website. Do you ever cancel an order? Does it hurt your account? I did just cancel an order the other day. And it kind of pissed me off, but at the same time, I'm like, man, I do enough orders, though, where I'm like, one little cancel is not going to do anything. I'm going to check my rate so that you can see what my actual stuff looks like. So, yeah, I canceled an order. It even shows up right here as canceled, but I still have a 0% cancellation rate because of the volume of orders that I do. And my missed handling rate is also 0, even though there's 2 things sitting in there that were auto-canceled. So I don't really care about it anymore, just because I have so many little things going through. I still try to avoid it. It's not like I still try to convince people to cancel it, but now it's getting to the point where more and more I'm like, oh, I'll fulfill all these and look into them tomorrow because I'm trying to enjoy my day. I'm trying not to be stressed out about this. And then by that time, maybe the cancel option did go away for them, so then I gotta cancel. I'm trying not to care about it. That's how I'm going. Okay. I haven't had time to check and see more into it. Yeah, I mean, I hope I have it. Okay, looks like Lawrence and Justin are having a cool conversation about VAs. Go for it. Me either. They source items, make sure things are in stock, and price changes. So funny videos daily. Everybody is talking about VAs and how they help him. Definitely some information to watch out for if that's the step you're on. Corey, I'm thinking about setting up a second account. When setting up yours, did you do it under your name or a business name? I did it under my name. Maybe that's part of my problem. I don't know. But I just did it under mine. You should look into eBay dropshipping. It's literally the same thing as this, just on eBay. I think that's my next step. I do want to try that. I do want to get into that at some point. I just haven't. I wanted to just get really comfortable with Facebook before I moved on to eBay, because I've heard it's just a little bit more experienced, I guess. I don't really know. I don't really have a reason not to. I just, I started to get overwhelmed with this because of how many orders I was getting regularly. So I was like, I don't know. But for those of you who weren't here earlier, just a profit update, because a lot of people ask. For this month, I reached just over $2,000. So that was pretty cool. Lawrence, what is your Instagram? I would love to DM you, or Facebook. I never talk about my Instagram, but it is like, if you go to my profile, like my YouTube page, where it's got like the heading image of my stupid face, there is a little button on there for an Instagram for you guys to follow if you want. I haven't posted anything on there because nobody follows me, and I just created it specifically for the YouTube page. And, I'll just post actual normal everyday stuff there, or I can post drop shipping specific stuff. It's kind of to just be more fun, so you guys can get a glimpse, I guess, just more of the stupid stuff. Or, I don't know. I don't really know what my little thing, I don't think I'm going to do anything specific on it. I'll just post what I want to post, and probably do a lot of Instagram story stuff there, maybe. But feel free to go check that out. I need to start putting it in my descriptions. I just haven't yet. Yep. Okay. I tried to do a second account. It didn't work. I heard you can get banned. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't found any luck. That's my second account is what I interact with the group with. And if you ever see me blur out things in my videos, like my titles, it's not because I don't want you to copy my titles. It's because I have had a few people search pause the video and search what the title is for an item, and then find it in Marketplace and go through all the listings who have until they find my picture, and then they find my actual personal profile and start messaging me on that. And not that that's that big of a deal. It's just I use that profile for family and my actual business, and I just would prefer not to have a bunch of drop shipping stuff on that one, because I don't really use it for actual social media. Again, I use it for business. So that's why I want to start using my second profile to interact more fun stuff. So I'm kind of converting over, and business, personal, all that stuff. So that's why I blur, because I don't want people finding my normal one. Even though it's not hard, you can search my name. It's not hard to find my normal one. But yeah, just I had one guy find me that way, and it kind of weirded me out. Okay. What is the benefit of having a second Facebook account to sell on? Dane, I wanted to do that so that I could, again, just separate from my normal one. Since all my actual people that I know are friends with me on my normal account, I just don't know if eventually, all my Facebook Marketplace listings, even though you can hide them from your friends, with that little toggle button, I still would feel better if everything was separated onto another account. That was mainly my only reason. I didn't really have another reason. Also, if for some reason I got banned on one account, I have a backup. That's a good another reason. All right, Corey, what are the best advantages to eBay dropshipping over? Okay. Lawrence, I was talking to Justin about his Instagram, not to be rude. Thanks, Lawrence. That makes me feel good. Never mind everybody about my Instagram. Lawrence did not care about my Instagram. He was asking for Justin's Instagram, so thank you. That makes me feel great. All right. Thanks, Lawrence. That made me laugh. Okay. Corey, Pickle and Corey talking back and forth. Much better since there's less competition, but eBay is more automated. eBay definitely has more automation from what I've heard. You could actually use automation softwares. So that's definitely a good thing. Okay, I had to start a second because my first one got banned. I can't remember. Did you say that second one? You said your first one got banned, but did you get shipping on your second one? And how long did that take? Or I can't remember if you told us you didn't. I don't know. Okay. Do you ever get scared that customers will receive the Amazon box? No. All my customers receive like the Amazon bubble envelope. Because when I get the shipping or the delivery notifications in my email, I can see the pictures that they leave, and it's literally the stupid smiley face on the white envelope or the brown envelope or whatever. Nobody says anything. And I've hundreds of things now. Nobody has said one thing other than one person. He said he accidentally got 2, which I don't know. It must have been a mistake on my part. And all he said was one came in a mail thing, and then another one came in a Amazon package. And that's all he said about it. He never said, like, what's that about or anything. It's like, so no, I don't care. And if a customer cares, if a customer has a complaint about anything, I'm just like, okay, well, I can do a return for you if you'd like. And usually they're like, well, no, we don't need to do a return. I just wasn't sure. Like, they just kind of stumble around. They just wanted to complain and bitch about something. So just, nah, you're good. Don't worry about it. Michelin, don't laugh at me. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I didn't. Ah, dang, you didn't get the shipping. Okay. A guy got an item that shipped from Amazon, and he gave me a 5-star review. Said fast shipping. That happens to me too. Like, people will actually be like, "Oh man, that came so fast." It's like, yeah, but then it's also weird because I'll get people who will, like they'll buy something and then they'll like immediately be like, when am I getting this? Like, I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, you just ordered this and you basically ordered it off of an online garage sale. Like, why are you so adamant that you should have perfect shipping from Facebook Marketplace? Like, shut up. Martin, you said people are already sniping people. Yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen too much. What sucks is the more people do that, the more we're all going to have to undercut everybody, and that's not going to be fun. So that does suck. My wife is still shocked that people are buying this stuff. Dude, so is mine. Like, my wife, every time I'm like, I just sold another one of these stupid things. And she's like, it doesn't make any sense. When I was selling all those toy mail trucks, I'm sitting there, like, I'd just scroll through my feed and be like, look, it just says new received order. And I'm sitting there like, there's like 20 of them right there. And it's been 6 hours. And she's like, what the hell is going on? And she doesn't understand. She also doesn't understand that you guys even watch my videos. Like, every time I tell her, I'm like I think this morning I hit 700 subscribers, which to me is insane. Thank you. If you haven't subscribed, I would love for you guys to. Chances are you guys already are, though. But every time I tell her, like, the subscriber thing's updated, she's like, this doesn't make any sense to me. I'm like, hey, man, doesn't make any sense to me either. I'm just talking about what I learned. Okay. Corey, my wife. Okay, I already read that one. Skinny Guy Golf. Is it okay to use Amazon as a supplier if you're also an Amazon seller? So you sell on Amazon? Dude, I don't know. I use Amazon as a supplier regardless, but maybe it's probably smart if you don't sell from the same account. Like, if you create another account and you use that one instead. I don't know if that matters, but I don't know. I'm sure there's some weird thing there, but if Amazon's making money and everybody's happy, I don't know why they would care. But I've heard of it happening for dumber reasons than that. Yeah, when we start looking at each other's listings, it creates a race to the bottom. It's what makes eBay so unprofitable now. Yeah, the thing that I do is I just don't look at other people's Facebook listings. I literally do not compare. When I try to price something, I don't care. I don't ever look in Marketplace unless it's when I first log in and I'm just looking for ideas. Sometimes I'm like, ooh, I keep seeing this pop up. Maybe I should list it. I never check other people's stuff, though. Because one of the reasons I do that is because I've listed the same item 3 different times with 3 different prices and all of them sell. So I just don't care. I do not care. I don't want to burden myself with that kind of thinking, even though it's smart. I just, like, when I first started this channel, like I told you guys, I don't really want to edit it too much. I just want to keep it as lazy as possible. I just want the information to be chill. I'm not about to worry about stuff like that and just add another factor of stress into the equation. It's not going to. So those people, good luck. Right, Corey? Tell her we're trying to make money. She knows. I told her, I was like, hey, man, I hit $2,000 this month. That's more than I made from my actual business last month. And she's like, okay, you know, do what you're gonna do. She's like, I don't get it, but go for it. Yeah. Pickle hoe, what'd you retract? I see a retracted message right here, man. Seems suspicious. Really quick before I get to Henry's question, guys, it says I have 27 or 28 viewers right now. Concurrently, you guys are watching, but I only got 7 likes right now. So, like, can we try to get that to match the viewer count? That would be super awesome if you guys just liked the video. That would help. That would make me super happy. I see it going up already. Thank you so much. It's already at 9. It went up 2 right after I said, thank you. 13 now. You guys are the best. Oh, man. Thank you so much. All right. Well, that's happened. 17 now? Oh, thanks. Okay, let's get back to this. Henry, that's a cool last name, by the way. I don't know how to say it, but it's really cool looking. Okay, how we can sell in USA when we live in another country. France, for reference. Okay, I think that means for reference. I've heard of people using VPNs. Thank you, Jess. Is that a dab emoji? I love it. Now I'm laughing because that's stupid emoji. Damn it. All right. You should be able to use VPNs to sell from another country, but it comes at a little bit of a risk. So I don't really know because I don't have to do that. I don't know the ins and outs of how that works, but I've heard of people basically only logging in under a VPN that puts their location in the US and creating accounts like that and doing all that work. Maybe if somebody else has some more info in the group, they might be able to help you out with that. Oh, guys, the likes stopped at 19, but there's 30 people in here. Dang it. All right. Pickle, have you scaled up yet? I mean, yeah, in a way. I guess, like, scaled up to what? Because, I mean, I'm definitely scaled up a little bit from, where I started, with the spreadsheet, in the spreadsheet video that I did. By the way, did you guys have trouble with the spreadsheet? Because I'm getting a lot of questions about the spreadsheet. I don't know if any of you guys even looked at it, but, like, I'm sure at this point a lot of you guys probably have your own spreadsheet, so you don't even need one. But I've almost been having arguments with people on Facebook who are personally messaging me, being like, "It says this," and I'm like, "No, it doesn't. Like, that's not even in the spreadsheet. What are you talking about?" Like, blows my mind. Anyway, yeah, I've scaled up in a way. I mean, once I learned spreadsheet stuff and started using Z-Drop and stuff, as you guys know, coupon code in the description for that. I mean, that definitely, like, upped my game, and I started selling way more and all that stuff. So, yeah. Okay. Martin, yeah, when logging in, I see all the same items, and they be getting less than 20% profit, around $2 to $3. Yeah, man, I say we just stay away from those. I still don't get how everybody sells those damn Ladybug and Bumblebee things from eBay. Like, that's such a huge item everybody's selling, and I don't understand how anybody makes any profit on it, because some of them are listed cheaper than what you buy it on eBay for. I don't get it, but I'm sure maybe those people move to the wholesaler who actually sells it, probably. I don't know. Okay. It was Patreon links. Jane, what are you talking about? This is the first comment I've seen from you, and it sounds like you're responding to something. Maybe I missed it. It was Patreon links. Let me know what you're talking about, Jane, because I want to know what you mean. I learned a lot from you. Thank you very much. Oh, thanks. I'm hoping that people who just dive into this can learn from what I'm saying. I'm not the smartest person in the world, but some valuable knowledge in there, I'm sure. The American Dreamer. I don't look either. I think it will demotivate me to look at other people's listings. Exactly. That's how I think about it. I don't want to see it. I just want to move on with my day, confidently list and be like, hell yeah, this is going to sell. Roger, change your city to a U.S. city. You won't get the buy now button, but you can see U.S. listings and you can list in U.S. Okay, cool. Justin, what looks complicated? Also, there's like a weird little like thing. I don't know if that's a picture you put or if that's an actual like frozen buffering sign. On mine, it's just like solid. I don't know whatever it looks like to everybody else, but you mean my spreadsheet look too complicated? Skinny Guy Golf, do you know a rough hard limit on items you can list per day when starting before running into issues? I don't know if there is. My link didn't request money. Jane? My link was just a Google Drive link that sent you to like Google Sheets to download a spreadsheet. I didn't, huh? Was it the one to my spreadsheet? That's because I don't even have Patreon links at all. Are you sure it was my video? Any pay kinks links posted as a message, you allow peeps to pay you. Oh, are you talking about, I think last time you talked about me like putting a donation link in there. I haven't done that yet. If that's what you're asking. Jane, me and you are normally on the same page. I want to make sure I'm understanding you correctly. I think, yeah. Okay. Let me go back to, Skinny Guy Golf. I don't really have a limit. I don't think anybody really knows of an actual limit. Most people do the 10 to 15. I list sometimes 5. I don't really go past 15 just because I'm like, now that I make videos about this, I don't really want to get it kicked off or anything. But I've also heard of people doing like 50 a day. So, and then I've heard methods where you wait a certain duration of time between posting and you put all your stuff as drafts and all that stuff. So a lot of people have different methods, but I don't really know if there's an actual limit. And even if there was, you might just notice you're getting less sales, but you might not ever know that there was a limit. So I think it's just smart. 150 a day, Roger, damn, that's a lot of postings. I can barely get myself to do 5. So if you've got the free time, do 15, and then if you think you found some gold products, do more, I guess. But do whatever, I don't know. Okay. I've been trying to get wholesalers to let me drop ship, but they keep rejecting me. I've had the same experience. I'm trying to reach out to wholesalers, and literally all of them have drop shipping programs, but they don't want to drop ship. They don't want to allow people who only do Facebook. They want to allow people who do eBay or Amazon. So I would only assume that if you actually do Amazon or eBay, or said you did, then they might open you up, and then you could just list those things on Facebook instead. I don't really know. I'm sure it's a dumb workaround like that, but yeah, I have the same thing. You will need an SSN to sell anyways. Yes. I want to meet up with those copycats. Punches emoji. Cool. Jane, yeah, let me know the pay links posted as a message to allow. I want to basically what I want to make sure, Jane, is that you're not saying, hey, Daniel, I'm wanting to make sure that you're not saying that the links in my stuff requested you to pay money, but instead I think you're saying like I should post a link so that people can donate money. I don't know. I want to make sure I'm reading that right. Okay. If you have the money for VAs, it can be done. Sweet. Skinny Guy Golf. I've heard you could get flagged on Amazon. We can list thousands a day. I've heard the same thing, but I don't know if anybody's got any like actual proof. If I list too much, I feel like Facebook puts me in jail and I don't get any views. That's my worry, Justin. It's like I don't want some weird invisible threshold to get past and then I don't have stuff any longer. Daniel, nice to see you in here. Okay, you said I haven't heard of any limits at all, although I have someone doing listings for me and let them do 20 a day max. Smart. Daniel, man, you better watch out. I am coming for you in that subscriber count, man. Me and you are starting to. You're up here, and I'm starting to do one of these. You better watch out, man. We're gonna be the same. And then we're just gonna be in each other's videos, and it's gonna be like one channel. We're just gonna be the same person. All right, now. Okay, that's stupid. Pickle, I only listed like 15 items total, but they're selling well enough that I can't even keep up. That's awesome. I've got 2 items like that just sell insane, where I'm like, I don't even want to sell this damn thing anymore. It stresses me out. Well, every time I wake up, I'm like, all right, I guess I'm going to spend an hour just like, I love the competition. I see you creeping up. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, where am I at right now? I don't mean to bore all of you other people with the YouTube stats, but I'm at 707. I'm at 707, Daniel. And let me check you out. You probably see a different number than it shows me publicly, but Daniel, you're not even popping up on. There you are. 805, Daniel. Just like 2 weeks ago, I was like 150, 170 away. I'm less than 100 now, Daniel. All right, I'll leave that there. Henry, what course do you recommend to start successful drop shipping in the USA and other countries where we speak English? Thanks for quality of your content and for your gratitude. So, Henry, I don't know if you know this. I don't do a course. That was one of my big things, is I didn't really want to offer a course because that's what a lot of people run into, is having to do a course. For you, if there is a course out there, which it's not like I'm a pro at knowing all the courses that exist. Sorry. But, I mean, if there is something that explains how to do it outside of the US, that might be a good method for you to learn that way, because it's more targeted information. I know that the couple courses that I was looking into, sorry, I'm trying not to sneeze. When I first started this, that made me be like, man, this sucks. There's only courses. I know at the time they did not have any answers for selling outside the country. So I don't really know if there's any new ones that do. I'm sure there is. All right. Arthur, what is selling well right now? Well, Arthur, tomorrow I am putting out my video for the top 5 items I sold in March. So feel free to check that out tomorrow. I'm not going to talk about it too much today, but I'm still selling garden beds like crazy. But don't sell the 8-foot by 4-foot ones, because they suck no matter like where you get them from. I've got nothing but bad complaints on those, so don't sell those. Who did you learn from? Lawrence, are you talking about me? Where did I learn? If you're talking about me this time and you're not talking to Justin, you're probably just talking to Justin. Yep. How many subs do you need to go live on YouTube? Justin, I thought that I needed 1,000 when I first started this, and that's not true. I don't think you can't go live from your phone until you have 1,000, but you can go live on a desktop whenever. So I have like a really like expensive camera and lens and monitor and light and everything set up right now, but you don't need that. You can just do it from like a laptop if you really want to. Cool. Jane, you're bringing lots of us together. Thanks, Jane. Thank you. F course is overpriced for a lot of information on YouTube. Yeah, Martin. Exactly. Totally exactly. Oh, thanks for getting the likes up there, guys. I got 30 viewers right now and 24 likes total. I appreciate that. It's really close. Love it. Thank you so much. I was talking to you this time. Well, about time, Lawrence. What was the question again? Where did I learn from? I literally just... Okay. I'll get to that in a second. I literally just started watching stuff like what you guys are doing. Just watching YouTube videos and checking people out and just experimenting on my own. I didn't actually like learn from much. And now when I look back from it, the videos I first started watching kind of sucked. So not that their content sucked, but just because they kept keeping information from me where I'm like, you know, it's all made to entice you, and it's made to get your view, which is why we all have to make stupid thumbnails. Like, you know, this one's got a stupid thumbnail. Every video I've ever made has some dumbass thumbnail on it that looks stupid. But it's like you have to do that. That's just part of the game. But obviously you know how I feel about stupid thumbnails. But I didn't really learn from anybody. I watched no specific videos. I listened to live Q&As like this. I felt like I learned a lot of information from these live Q&As of other people that they did. Because, you know, you'd listen to an hour and a half or 2 hours of a Q&A, and then you'd learn like 3 new tiny pieces of information that were kind of missing puzzle pieces to the equation that I didn't have before. So that's why I do a lot of lives too, because I learned from them that way, just from the person like me or whoever's on the camera casually talking, and it's less curated and a little bit more raw. So I like it that way. Okay. 100 to go live, 1,000 from mobile. Okay, I see. I didn't even know it was 100 to go live. So I didn't actually try to go live until after 100, so that works. Pickle, do you think this will ever be your full-time job? Pickle, I don't know if you ask me that every time or if somebody does, but someone asks me that every single time, and I don't know. No, I really don't plan on that. Because I am trying to grow my actual business on my other business. So I don't know. You never know what's going to happen, but it's not my plan. I just plan on doing this as a side income. Again, I made $2,000 this month so far. Well, it's the end of the month, so I made $2,000 this month, $700 last month, so that's a super huge jump. Man, next month if I make $4,000 and I can just make $4,000 for the next year extra a month, that's badass. And there are people who make a lot more than that a month doing this, so that'd be awesome. Okay, all I have is my laptop camera and it sucks. Yeah, dude, like I'm lucky enough where I got like, you know, a microphone, and this isn't even the best microphone ever, but I've got better stuff. I literally have better microphones. I got 2 of them sitting over here and like light stands and everything that I just don't, that I've used for work. But for some reason I haven't connected that to the computer. I literally use this microphone's nice, but you guys aren't asking that question. That doesn't matter. Okay. Henry, I recommend for you to sell free Amazon parcels in Facebook Marketplace. It works good for me. Henry, what does that mean? You recommend to sell free Amazon parcels? What does that mean? I might be the dumb one here. Not that you are. I obviously don't know what that means, so now I feel dumb. Somebody explain to me what that means. All right, Daniel. Bait switch. Hey, look, information. Well, you can't get it all until you buy my course. Dumb. I hate that. Yeah, and that's why I started my own channel. And I've started like 4 or 5 channels in the past for various reasons, and this is the first one that's gotten this much attention. So obviously this is information people are looking for, and I like it. I like doing it too. It's pretty fun. But yeah, since there's no questions right now, let me take a drink really quick before I answer. And there's 2 more people. Oh, hold on. I choked on water. Okay. I hate when that happens. Okay, Gabriel. I think it's Gabriel. You were here last time. My eyes are watering because I'm coughing. Okay, have you tried any other softwares that you will recommend? I've had 2 people send me softwares that they want me to try and review so that I can talk about them on my videos. I told them I will only talk about them on my videos if I like them and if they're good, and I haven't looked at them yet, so I haven't tried anything else. I know everybody wants me to do a video about AutoDS, which I said I was going to do last week, and I still haven't even made a login for that. I need to try it all. So yeah, I don't know. I don't have any. I literally only use OA Genius for tracking numbers and Z-Drop. That's all I use. So that's why you hear me talk about it. Jane, what % markup on item works best? Jane, just out of pure laziness. You know how I said I don't check other people's listings because I don't want to compare mine? I just list now. Z-Drop allows you to put an automatic, like when it pastes the information for you, it allows you to put an automatic percentage in there that it just marks it up for. I set that thing to 50 so that after Facebook fees and if I have to pay sales tax for a certain state on Amazon, I usually get around 35 to 45%. Sometimes more though. And then I will, so I technically mark it up 50%, but it doesn't always reach that. If it feels too high when I'm selling it, I'll drop it $1 or $2. And if it feels too low, a lot of the times I end up bumping it up past 50. But on average, my profit margin on my spreadsheet right here, my average, let me just click this column and switch it to average. My average profit across the board, all the way from like my super low profits to my super high profits, is 35%. Most of the time I'm getting lately about 40. Okay. Dude, you're awesome. Is it because I coughed and choked and cried in my video? All right. Martin, you should start some problems with them, like call them out for scamming with expensive courses because you give that information for free. # do it. Martin, that sounds great. The only issue is if I do that, then now I'm starting like YouTube beefs. And if I'm not even answering people on Messenger that give me pain in the ass questions, I won't even do that. I'm lazy, man. Henry, free parcels consist of evaluating Amazon products for a full refund. Thus, you get free packages, $50, $100, $200 that you can resell later. It works really well. You can find test groups. Huh. Man, that sounds outside of anything that I understand, but I've heard of people where they basically buy, return, like a whole thing of like misshipped or mishandled or returned items that are still packaged, and then like there's videos of people like just opening them and seeing what's in them, and then they basically resell those kind of like a garage sale. I don't know if that's what you mean. Again, this makes me feel dumb. I still don't really get that, but whatever it is, it sounds like another weird, cool way to make money. That sounds pretty cool. Slow day today, Ronald. Yeah, man, I haven't gotten too much today. I actually didn't even fulfill orders this morning like I do every single morning. I was like, just make some videos. Yes, totally. Okay. Thanks. Jane, don't backtrack. It's a waste of your time. You're moving forward with good info. Thanks, Jane. Thank you. I really, really appreciate that. Guys, here's just another annoying reminder from me to ask you to subscribe if you haven't already. I'm at 707 subscribers. Can't wait to hit 1,000. I'm so excited to hit 1,000. I've always wanted to do that, and it's just going to be really fun. And I can never remember who is making me do it, but apparently I'm doing a video with no hat once I hit 1,000 as a head reveal, even though the picture on my stuff is always with me without a hat. But yeah, that's a thing. New style. What about product research, please? New style. What about products research, please? Fire. Narrow that question down for me so I know exactly what you're asking. Are you just asking how I do product research? In one of my last videos, I list an item and I talk about just coming up with items on the spot. I kind of talk a little bit about that. Okay. James Newby. What a fam, 4 house holder and 5 holding positions. Has been crushing lately for me. Oh. That's cool. Nice. Dude, thanks for putting that in the chat. That's pretty sweet. Isn't it weird, like the weirdest crap will sell on Facebook? Like, you have no clue what will sell. And I love stupid little listings like that are just like blow up. And you're like, why? Why is there a whole thing of people? Like, that's insane. Okay. Imagine leaving your open orders unfulfilled. Ugh, no. Okay, Martin. I hate them course guys. I ask a question on their live and chat and answers me for when he come. Yo, my question. He'd be like, that is on my course. Move on. That is okay. I've watched these lives where it's like somebody's just like, yeah, you can find that in my course, and then they just move along. Every once in a while, I do have to say for somebody who comes in like, hey, I already made a video about that, and I feel like it's like the TBA tracking number thing. I think somebody's asked once or twice in this live already, but I seriously get personal messages and YouTube comments asking me about TBA tracking numbers at least 10 times a day. Somebody's out there, and I just have to be like, I have a video about that. Like, please go watch it. Yeah. So there's some questions where I'm like, please don't ask me that anymore. But at the same time, I try to remind myself, these people are learning, just like I was in the beginning. I didn't know about tracking numbers, which is why I made a video. So I try to always remind myself, just because you've said it 100 times doesn't mean that every single person knows about it. So I try to remind them. Okay, I see a retracted message. Oh, I don't know. What were you saying? Okay. We need to do a live together. Don't let me down. Dude, I know, but that's the problem. Like I said, I'm lazy. Like today, I made a video and I was like, it's nice out. I gotta do some work today, but I'm like, I'll just hop on real quick. And I posted in the group 30 minutes. I might try to get on live. So it's like, I don't like scheduling stuff. I hate scheduling stuff. All right. I took off today too. Salute. I love your channel. Thanks, man. Or is it Janny? Janny, is that how you say your name? Thank you. I might have just said that super stupid. So if I said that wrong, let me know. Martin, and then I come here and get the information for you or an honest opinion. Thank you. Funny, I got a ton of sale on Trump items. Man, I listed one Trump thing and it didn't sell, but I didn't do a bunch. I know people have got to be on Facebook Marketplace buying Trump stuff. I did try to list a couple American flags, and I thought for sure, when I thought, I was like, oh, you know what, I'm going to list American flags, you know, the ones that people put on their porches. And I was like, I know so many people that would buy that. And then I didn't sell any of them. I was really surprised. I thought for sure, no doubt, that would be a hardcore item that would sell. But thanks, Jenny, for clearing that up. I just wanted you to do another product research vids. That's all. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I do. I know that's like a high ticket video is product research because it's everybody questions how they do it. Everybody's unsure of how everybody else does it. So it's really nice to just see somebody do product research. I need to do it. The problem is I get in my head and I'm like, it's super not interesting what I do because it's not really effective. It's not like I have a surefire like, and then when I make a video about it, I have to put like how to do product research, and it's like supposed to look like I know exactly what's going on, and then you're gonna open the video and it's gonna be like, what's up guys, here's Cameron again, and then I'm gonna be like, all right, here's how I do it, and I'm gonna get in and it's gonna be me being like, all right, what stupid things do these idiots think they'll buy on Facebook Marketplace? I'll be like, oh, let's try this, and I go in there. But yeah, my last video I kind of do that, and I did sell some of those things. Okay. What? You could have been like, hey, I'm going live. Are you free? Let's do it. That's true. I could have done that. Okay, here's another obstacle, Justin. I don't know how to set up a live with two people. I barely understand how to do a live like this with one camera. Because every single time when I'm like, the reason I say, instead of saying just when I'm live and I'm like, I'm going to go live at this time, it's because I spend that whole amount of time figuring out how to go live again because my camera doesn't connect properly, my audio is wrong, like all this stuff, and I still haven't mastered it because every time it posts my audio's delayed, like it sucks, it's nowhere close to as good as other people's lives. I have no idea how to insert another person's camera in there from another place. Like, I know it's probably super easy, I just haven't done it. All right, I'm sure we just like Zoom call like what we've talked about, and maybe I can put it into my OBS software or something. I don't know. We're going to figure it out. You sell a bike seat? Thank you for that. Hell yeah. My Trump item didn't sell either. Dang it. Thoughts on Walmart Plus? Had a product delivered to a customer through DoorDash the other day. LOL. They didn't complain, but still kind of weird. Yeah, I've heard a lot of the DoorDash complaints with Walmart. Like now people are like, don't do fast shipping on Walmart because you're going to get DoorDash. Or don't do small items, only do big items or else it'll be DoorDash. Also Walmart Plus. The more you drop ship on Walmart Plus, the more likely they're going to ban your Walmart Plus account because they don't want you taking advantage of their free shipping thing with Walmart Plus. I've just heard of people getting shut down, and it's kind of becoming like a thing. Okay. Shipping's been on hold for a week, and I'm horrible at getting people to pay through Venmo. Oh, like you lost your ability to ship? That sucks. It's so weird. I haven't gotten one person to pay through, or I've gotten a couple of people to pay through Venmo. And like, Venmo is one of the most popular. Cash App's like super popular, and like Apple Cash, all that stuff. Most people want PayPal, and I hate PayPal because you have to take care of the fee on PayPal. But on Venmo, the person who sends the money gets the fee, and I always want them to pay on Venmo, but nobody does, and it pisses me off. Ronald, I don't have a problem with well put together courses by people who've achieved something I haven't. Of course, Ronald. I don't have an issue with courses. The issue, though, is when people are just starting and they don't even know if this is something they want to learn more about. Like, and some people who especially start side hustles like this, they're doing it because they don't have money. And they're doing it because they're struggling or something, or they just want extra income. And the thought of paying $300 to $500 for a damn course is just... And I've done that before. I paid for a course a long time ago about YouTube stuff, about how to do YouTube channel stuff. And I got it, a super discount or whatever the hell their fake discount was. But, it normally was a $500 course or some shit. And I listened to it and watched it, and it was literally a dude in front of a whiteboard, like me, just being like writing stuff down and just like talking on a camera. Like it wasn't even like well put together. It was really nothing. Especially coming from a guy, I judge video really harsh because I make videos for a living, and I don't know, I was like, man, you don't know the quality of anything until you buy it, and once you buy it, it's really not, it's on you. So courses are great if you want to learn something, of course, but not everybody has the means to do it, and that's what I'm trying to do. Okay, I gotta show you how to do it. Yeah, you do. Martin, lies. Put me on your live. Show you my Trump selling items. Man, I just haven't. Like, I bet they've gotta sell. Bras are selling like hotcakes. Ooh. Okay, waiting on tax verification. Yep. Pickle wagons and shelves are selling really well. Wagons is a good idea. That's a super smart thing to sell, I bet. I might try to find some of those. Bras are selling like hotcakes. You're selling bras, Martin? I try to see, that always scares me. I try to stay away from anything that is a size. Do you sell like different, like, do they just message you like, hey, this is my size, send me a bra? Like, is it all one like, I don't want to list t-shirts or anything, because so often, especially now that we've gone through this whole last year where everybody stayed at home and ordered stuff online, everybody's so used to ordering things, trying them on, and being like, and sending it back. So I'm trying to avoid stuff that involves a size ever, because I'm always worried about that. I paid $2,000 for an Amazon course. Oh. Did you learn a lot? Did you learn $2,000 worth of information, Skinny Guy Golf? Because that emoji's telling me otherwise. I'll tell you, a big item that I sell is welding items. Do you get a lot of Spanish-speaking stuff, though, when you sell that? Do you get a lot of messages? Because that I would be worried about. Because when I was selling generators, I never sold one. But, like, I got thousands of Spanish-speaking stuff, which kind of sucked because then I can't communicate with them properly. They always want to see everything. So, yeah, I was always worried about selling, like, outdoor work stuff. Okay. Joe. Cameron, I'm falling behind on shipping. Is it okay to put USPS plus arrives by instead of a tracking? What do you mean, Joe? Are you talking about putting in just like when you have to enter tracking into your stuff? Are you talking about inputting, like selecting UPS and just putting like the arrival date as your tracking number? If that's what you're talking about, I mean, you can do that. It's just you're not going to get paid for 20 days. You can put anything in there. You could type my name in there. It'd be fine. Facebook will take it, but yeah, I don't know. Falling behind on shipping. Is it okay to put USPS plus arrives by date instead of tracking? Let me elaborate a little bit. I require elaboration. All right. Make sure you don't miss the hide from friends button. Selling bras? Yeah, that would be hilarious. You're like selling bras and stuff. Cameron, yes, you answered. Okay. Yeah, you could put anything in there. It's not actually going to track. So you literally could have typed anything. So it's not going to do anything different. But if you're not getting tracking numbers in time, OA Genius is a good way to get FedEx tracking numbers so that you at least get paid a little quicker. But I don't know. Don't sell NBA jerseys. I got banned for it. Oh yeah, I heard like popular named items kind of can hurt you. I thought about selling some cornhole sets that have football team names on them because I like where I live. That's a huge stupid thing people do. But I mean, yeah, I thought those would sell well. And if you like that, like cry about it. I called it stupid. Whatever. Learn to handle your feelings. All right. Thanks for the likes, guys. We're at 30 likes. I appreciate that. I sympathize, but nearly everyone can save up a few $100s if they found someone they think is trustworthy. Yes. That being said, I've fallen for the trap of crap courses, so you really have to be sure. For sure. Like, I don't ever have a plan on making a course, but if I were to make one, it would definitely be high quality. Because I wouldn't want it to be anything less, because I don't want anybody ever complaining or talking bad about my course, like what we're talking about. Oh my god, yes, I hate it so much. I can't remember what that's in reference to. Oh, the Spanish. Yeah, like I know that's like a stereotype, but I mean at the same time, like that's the kind of like people who work outside a lot more than us. Like I work at a computer all day and list stupid things online that people are too lazy to look on Amazon for. But yeah, when I sell like people who actually do like physical work, like they want to see stuff in person a lot, and I'm just putting it out there. It is real from what I've experienced. A lot of it's Spanish speaking. And again, it sucks because then I can't communicate with them properly and it ends up just wasting a lot of time. So, yeah, I imagine you do. But that's cool that you're actually selling it. That's nice. I ask for pics to get the exact size for them. 5-star customer? What are you talking about? What you ask for pics? Martin, are you talking about us selling bras and you're asking for pics? Come on, man. I know you're joking, but that's funny. All right, nice plot twist, skinny guy. Which credit card do you use for your Facebook Marketplace LLC if you use one? Okay, which card am I using? I'm just using my Premier Visa card for Amazon. Pervert, right? God. I am using the Amazon Prime Rewards Visa through Chase. It gives me 5% cash back on all Amazon purchases. Like this month, it's been less than a month, and already I noticed like I've got like $150 in cash back coming. That's like just extra, just for purchases I was gonna make regardless. So that's super cool. That's what I use, but it's not a business account. It's actually just a personal. So yeah, it's not like tied to my LLC or anything. The only thing tied to my LLC is literally the bank account that I have everything deposited to, which I need to make a video about this. The account that I use for my PayPal deposits is bluevine.com. They're like an online, you can get an online checking account. Specifically, you can get an online business checking account, and there's no like fees or anything. I'm not like an affiliate of theirs. That's just, I keep meaning to tell people that's what I use. That's like one piece of information I never talk about. Cameron, yes, your answer. Okay. I've been selling a lot of sun catchers. Man, I can't even think about what a sun catcher is, but I know that I know what it is. In my head, though, I can't picture one, but that's cool. Yeah, stuff like just outdoor stuff, right? That's like an outdoor patio, backyard type of thing. Hard pill to swallow, the cost for sure. Good idea to find one with money back guarantee. That's true. Some of them do have that. There are a ton of worthless, expensive courses out there ran by guys who just started doing it 2 months ago. Yeah, like, okay. And that's another thing that was like a little red flag for me is when I first started looking into Facebook dropshipping, every video that came out, the person on the camera was like, I've tried this for 3 weeks and, you know, this is what I've learned or whatever. I've got a masterclass course down in my description on how to dropship on Facebook Marketplace. And I'm like, you've only been doing it for less than a month though. And like you and your boys just whipped out a course because you knew people would buy it because everybody's jumping in on it. And that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I was kind of like, man, this sucks. Okay. Don't sell anything licensed. Good to know, Roger. Everybody, heed his warning. Don't sell licensed products, okay? Like NBA jerseys. Like I think that's what was said earlier. Don't sell anything that requires licensing. You can, but it's risky. And I wouldn't even know what requires licensing or not, honestly. So I try to list the most vague stuff. Now I do sell like car related stuff. I haven't had an issue yet, but we'll see. Kayaks, strollers, wagons, shelves, keychains, car accessories, brooms are doing best for me. I'm doing really well with keychains. That's going to be in my video that comes out tomorrow about my top sell items, and car accessories. Yeah, stuff like that. I'm having some luck in those areas too. I listed a stroller once, didn't have any luck, but I never really pursued it that much. Kayaks makes sense. That's pretty cool. That's pretty nice. Jane, it's what you said was okay. You don't have to retract that. That's okay. It was perverted. Okay, Matthew. Hey, Cameron. Hope you are doing great. What category have you been selling consistently, if you don't mind sharing? Again, Matthew, I don't think you've been in here so far. I am coming out with my top 5 items for March video tomorrow. So I'm going to talk, like, literally give away the exact links to the items that I sold. But right now I'm still doing pretty good with those stupid toy cars and like power wash equipment and like air mattresses and stuff like that. It's so weird, the random stuff. But what the items he just talked about, those are some great items. Like those sound like pretty solid categories to me. So I like that. I like that a lot. So I went ahead and made a note of that so that if anybody needs any help, I can help them. What's next? I sell from Mexico using... Also, I know that's kind of a vague answer. The thing is, because I am coming out with a video tomorrow, I'd rather you guys watch that, of course, so I can get the views. But, again, I've been selling a lot of just outdoor garden patio stuff, whether it's furniture, flower bed stuff, like all sorts of that category. Again, I try to think about what's in my grandma's backyard. And I am like, let me sell it. I sell from Mexico using family member accounts, but only using VPS because Facebook will flag your account if you're not in the United States. That happened to me. Good to know, man. A lot of people would find that really valuable. Cameron, you gotta get some expenses to write off. LOL. Oh, man. Is that in reference to something? Yeah, that's true. That is true. Luckily, everything I buy is an expense. But also, yeah, I am going to have to come up with some like side expenses that are like fake but work. Renzo, have you had any problem with putting items out of stock? I sell an item, it was out of stock, and I couldn't put it out of stock. Facebook kept selling. All right, Renzo, when that happens, yes, that happens to me all the time. Something I don't really hear many questions about, but I feel like we all maybe struggle with. When I mark an item out of stock and I don't want to sell it anymore, but then Facebook, I like look the next day and then I sold one and I'm like, damn it. Like I had to have somebody cancel that. I don't want to sell this anymore. I basically, from what I've learned, most of the time it's because when you mark something out of stock, you're usually doing it because it's like, crap, I just sold something. Now I have to message this person and ask them to cancel or resolve this issue. So you go and you mark it out of stock really quick, and then you go talk to this person in a chat. Well, that chat is tied to that item, and when you talk to this person and you consistently, and you're still engaging with this chat that is tied to that order, Facebook kind of like reenacts that listing even though you marked it out of stock because you're talking to somebody, so it thinks wrongly, by the way. It's just like for some reason opens the stock back up because you're still talking about the item with a customer. So I have noticed that if I mark the item out of stock after I talk to this person and they no longer message me about it, then it stays out of stock and I don't have that issue anymore. So I ran into that. That's what I learned. Somebody else told me that, and I tested it and it did work that way for me. Hopefully that helps you out. When you put your SS in, do you need to apply for an LLC, or is it fine to just put your SS in? If you're talking about for Facebook, when Facebook asks you, just use your social security number. Or SNN, do you mean SSN? Or is that actually something that's just similar but different looking? But if you mean social security number, you just put in your social. It actually doesn't accept an EIN for like a business yet. So it only accepts a social or an ITIN, which is like a like foreign resident, like if you're here from a different country social. So yeah, you don't have to apply for an LLC. A lot of people don't have LLCs. I just did it because I knew I wanted to have a business bank account. I wanted to be able to do weird accounting stuff that I don't understand yet, apply for wholesalers, and apply for tax exemptions if I could. So that's why I did it. Is a spreadsheet to keep track of product research or sales? Mine is just to keep track of sales. There is a tab, though, that I barely touched on that you can use for product research, like to plug in quick numbers and just save your listings if you want, but I don't really use it. My best niche is outdoor furniture. Outdoor furniture is great. Thanks to the spreadsheet, I learned a few tricks. Okay, so Joe, the spreadsheet, were you able to just download it and use it? Because I've had a lot of people message me, they're requesting access to it, and I'm like, no, you have to download it, damn it. And I literally had this one person arguing with me the other day, saying like, it's telling me twice on this form to put in Facebook tax. And I'm like, no, it doesn't. It doesn't say that once anywhere. And she like argued with me. I'm like, you know what? This sheet is not for you. All right, I've been doing this for 8 months. Every month I've made $1,200 a month. With 2 VAs, I should be able to double my money. Hell yeah, dude. Like this month I made $2,000, and I'm like, what? This makes no sense. So if I added a VA in the mix, I can only imagine. Is it better to add shipping cost or put free shipping? I do both. I just kind of gauge it on the item. I have noticed with certain items, I'll like split test them or whatever, and I'll do one with shipping and one without, and a lot of the times nobody buys the shipping one. But there are some items where I've literally put like $20 shipping on it, and people are like, cool. And I don't know. It just depends on the item. And so if you list something with shipping and you see that it's not selling, up the price and take the shipping off, and then see if it works after that. So I just kind of play it by ear. I don't really have a specific method. I do both. Do you know how to get the shipping option even when you have sold stuff locally several times? No, I have another account that I'm trying to do. Renzo, I'll get back to your question. I skipped it. Sorry. Pablo, I have sold a couple things locally on my second account too. Haven't gotten it. I think a lot of it is just time as a factor. All right, Renzo, when you want to cancel orders, do you also mark them as shipped or refund or just cancel them? Okay, so Renzo, if you have to mark something as canceled, but you haven't actually purchased the item yet, and it's like, the same day they bought it or something, the first thing I do is I tell them, I said, hey, I'm out of stock on this, or whatever stupid excuse I want to give them for canceling. And I just say, the fastest way for you to get your money back, or for Facebook not to charge your card or whatever, is just like if you go into the details section and request a cancel. I go, that's the fastest way to just reverse this. I said, I just kind of leave it there, actually. And most of the time, I just get a little cancellation request, because now they're incentivized to get their money back by taking it and figuring it out. Instead of being like, can you just cancel it? Like, I kind of incentivize them and tell them it will be faster if they do it this way. Like, implying that if they can't do it that way, it will take longer. So that encourages them. And then once they hit cancel and you accept it, you don't have to do anything after that. And even if you do have to cancel it on your end, all you have to do is cancel. You don't have to do anything where you refund them or anything, unless you have already bought the item and they've gotten it and now it's a return and all. It's like that whole thing. Okay. Do you know? Renzo. Okay, now I just answered that. Barry, what are your thoughts about opening a Facebook shop? I understand you can actually sell in larger quantities there, though. Justin, was it you telling me that you opened up shop? I can't remember. From my understanding, Facebook shops aren't fully integrated into Marketplace yet, but they're going to be. And last I heard, there wasn't really a benefit to do Facebook shops unless you did like Shopify drop shipping and other methods of drop shipping where you direct people to actual items you sell somewhere else. But I could totally be wrong about that. Like, it's more like a storefront, and people don't really see those items when they just go to Marketplace in general yet. But I could be wrong. That's just the last time I heard about it. But I swear it was Justin in here or somebody else telling me they did open one, but I don't know the progress with that. Joe, you had to download it? Okay, cool. I wanted to make sure because, I wasn't sure. I'll probably get off here soon, guys. My throat's starting to hurt from talking. Matthew, do you have Walmart as a supplier? I stopped using Walmart because they kept canceling my orders. I very rarely use Walmart anymore. That's how I started, like we all pretty much do, but I stopped. Not because they were canceling my orders, but just because I started getting really crappy products from some of the sellers on there, which is not Walmart.com's fault, but I just started being like, man, all the cheap stuff on here I'm getting complaints for. So, and all the normal price stuff I'm not selling, so I just moved to Amazon. I have a detailing business that I do for cars and trucks and boats. My thoughts about promoting it in a Facebook marketplace. I see promotions for like car dealerships and stuff in Marketplace. Me personally, I stay away from them, but I've obviously people must be having success with that. You should try it. I'm not sure. They keep saying my payment was flagged, but my credit was all good. That's weird. Yes, I did, but it takes 4 weeks. It's under review. I haven't done much with it yet. Okay, so yeah, guys, the Funny Videos Daily, he has set up a shop, but it's under review still. So it's a process. We don't know on that yet. I don't use Walmart anymore because of their terrible customer service. Yep. Nice, dude. Sold your third item today? Sweet. Good. I don't even know what I've sold today, if I've sold anything. I'm assuming I have, but yeah. Let me make sure. There's some in between stuff. Okay. I'm thinking about calling it, guys. We're at an hour and a half. When I first started doing these, I was like, I'll do 30-minute lives. And then now it's like, my last one was like 2 hours long. I got other stuff to do today, unfortunately. But, yeah. So for those of you who have made it this far, Lawrence, you're back. I'm about to get off. For those of you who have made it this far, I'm about to go to my wife's work. And she is going to, like, wax me. Is that weird? She's going to, like, rip hair out of me. It's crazy. I'm digging these while I fulfill orders. Nice. Cameron, I need a better attitude. I am stressing out. LOL. I need to be like you. I don't know if I sold yada yada. I know. It took me a second to get there. But now I'm like, I wake up sometimes because, okay, I look at it this way. When I started, I paid attention to every little thing. I saw in your comments on your video. Nothing's happened with that, Kenji. I don't know. No, that never reached back out. So I asked them to email me, never did. So don't know. Kelly clocked. Thanks, James. But anyway, Joe, yeah. It's one of those things where it's like, who are you trying to convince? When I first started, I stressed out about every little order. I made sure everybody got the perfect message, and they got a review message after it was delivered, and I really took care of people, and like that's the best way to do if you can have the time to do it. But once I started selling way more stuff and it started stressing me out, I'm like, okay, let me take a step back. Why is this stressing me out? I was like, okay, every time, I got a message or whatever, I thought I'd have to respond to it. And then before you know it, me and my wife are just hanging out. We're like having a date night or something, and then I'm constantly checking my phone. And, I'm like, I can't be doing that. I just can't. I can't live my life for the next stupid Facebook message I get, for somebody asking me if this is still available, or every time I get a new order being like, oh, I have to fulfill this right now. I just knew long term that just wasn't going to work for me. So I was just like, I just got to think of it differently. When I went on vacation and put my account on vacation mode, it let me kind of be like, oh, I let go of it for a second, okay. And when I brought it back and turned my vacation mode back off, and I started getting sales, I was like, okay, so the world doesn't end if I don't sell something for a week. Cool, that's good to know. And now when I get up and I update some tracking. I usually fulfill my orders, but today I haven't, which is like the first day I've ever just not fulfilled orders when I got up, because I wanted to make videos instead. And yeah, I think later this evening I'll probably fulfill some stuff and just like, buy the things and update trackings. But I don't want this to ever stress me out too much, because there was a while where it was starting to stress me out a lot. And I just would rather do this smoothly and do this very chill. And though nothing's changed, I would much prefer to just wake up, check, and be like, oh, cool, I got some sales last night. I'll get to those. Like, especially, and doing Amazon's allowed me to do that a little bit more, because, on Walmart, you're like, crap, I got to fulfill this now, because they might not even give me tracking for 4 days, so I got to get the best possible time in and everything. But on Amazon, since most of the crap ships in 2 days or less, like, I know I got 2 days to probably input it, so I just like to keep it super chill. And now, like, I'll almost practice purposely letting go of some things. And there's a lot less comments now. I wonder if it's because people are like listening to me. Now I feel pressure. But I almost like to purposely do things that make me uncomfortable. That sounds cooler than it is. But what I mean is like the vacation mode thing. When I first started this, I told you guys over and over again, I was like, I am going to test things out. And if I get banned, I get banned. And then I get to make a cool video about it or whatever. But the more I do it and the more money I make and the more I have a YouTube following and stuff, the more I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to mess this up because then if I can't do this, I can't make videos about it or whatever. So I'll purposely be like, you know what? Nope. And then I'll like, okay, the moment I start to worry about it, I'll cancel this order. Screw it. I'll do this. Like I'll let tracking not get entered and see what happens because then it purposely reminds me, like it kicks me into place of being like, let it go. Just don't worry about it. Because it doesn't matter. None of this matters, and it can all. If worst case scenario, I can start doing it on my wife's account or something if I really wanted to. Like, I'm just gonna this didn't exist 2 months ago to me, so it doesn't have to exist for me to live my life. So I'm not gonna let this run me. I'm gonna run it at my own pace. That's kind of how I feel about it. Okay, 300 profit, nice dude. I am 1 week and a half in. Oh, that's awesome. 300 profit already, a week and a half. That's cool. Pwned, your message is held for a review. Now you're just a jerk. I can't remember what that's about, but thank you. Living right. I really enjoy that you keep it so real, plus have fun, plus fun while helping answer all your questions. I'm going to give this a try while following your tips at no cost. Oh, hell yeah. Like, I seriously still haven't paid any money for any of this out of my own pocket. I only let profits build up and then I would do stuff. I did use a credit card to fulfill orders, but like how I pay for Z-Drop, which living right. If you haven't already seen some of the videos where I talk about Z-Drop, I do have a coupon code if you decide to use that. A lot of us use it or something similar to it because it makes things a lot easier. You get 10% off after the free trial, just so you know. But yeah, I pay for those things out of my profits. I don't ever just put my money up front for those. So you can totally do this at no cost as long as you're responsible enough to pay those credit cards off. Thanks, Joe. Kenji, my second item, some guy wanted to pay with Venmo, but I said that I didn't take it. They still bought it through Facebook. Cool. I wouldn't be worried about doing it through Venmo, but also if it makes you feel more comfortable, just like what I just rambled about being like doing this however you want to do it, make as many little decisions as you can to make you more comfortable, because there's not worth, like Jane just put, it's not worth a heart attack. It's totally not. And I started to get so stressed out one time when I started selling those stupid mail trucks. I got where it said my shipping orders literally said like 75 or 80, and I was like, oh man, like I didn't know what to do. Ronald, I'm entirely manual, dude. I don't know if I'll ever get a VA or Facebook Marketplace except for product research. Dang, Ronald. Do you even use like Z-Drop or anything? Like a software? Or do you still like save pictures and copy paste everything yourself? Look at you guys, man. You guys are making me going 10 minutes over. I already said I was getting off. My throat is burning from talking so much. You don't use anything, man. That seems like such a waste of time. But again, if that's what works for you best, man, do it. Once I tried Z-Drop and I realized I didn't have to, the thing that I like Z-Drop the most for is I don't have to copy paste people's addresses when I fulfill the order. I could just copy it and then it hits. I barely list though. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's cool. But another big thing was the photos. Like I'd go to Walmart or Amazon and sometimes you can't save the photo, so I'd have to open up my capture snippet tool and like take little snippets of photo. Like it was pissing me off. You're in English class while watching this, Lawrence? Oh, that's right. You're like young. I forgot. I'm an adult. I'm 28 years old. I just turned 28 this month, and I live in my own house, Lawrence, and I don't go to school. So that sucks that you're in English class, but I'm glad that school now lets you watch videos. What's your school? DM me. I'm gonna tattle on you. I'm gonna call them and be like, dude, this dude named Lawrence is breaking rules. All right. No one else is gonna make you comfortable. Make your own decisions based on what makes you comfy. Hell yeah, that's how I like to do. Can we use Z-Drop with an iPad Pro and an iPhone? I don't think so. It's okay. It's a Chrome extension is what you take advantage of. So I don't know for sure if you can have Chrome extensions on mobile applications or on mobile platforms. Okay. I use Spot and Paste. Check it out. Copy and paste address. Okay, I have heard Spot and Paste is good. A lot of people use that. I haven't checked it out though. I need to. But yeah, that would be funny. I don't know if schools still have like intercoms, but then just like literally you're on Facebook Live and I call your school and then you get some stupid like, we need this person to come to the office, whatever, or somebody comes in and like gives your teacher a note and she like looks up at you and you're like, what was that? Like take your earbud out and she's like, get up and go to the office. Or what are you watching? It's like, I don't know, some random almost 30-year-old at his desk in his house talking about making money because I make money on the side. Oh, you're on Zoom. Okay. Damn it. Well, that's got to be way easy to get away with then. I realized I cannot scale up working myself manually. I now use Z-Drop and see my listings grow significantly. That's what happened to me. I was having a hard time, and then once I incorporated Z-Drop, I was like boosted like crazy. So, yeah. Okay, I'm calling it, guys. It's an hour and 40 in. You guys are ridiculous. You're taking up my time. I didn't even want to do this. You guys forced me to do this, okay? Like, this was not my choice. It was. Nobody will ever know. That's true. That's true, Lawrence. All right. Thank you guys for watching. I'll post in the group next time I go live. I'm sure I go live again. Probably won't actually go live again until like Monday. But all right. Thank you guys. I'll put out some videos this next couple of days. I'll schedule them. I will see you next time. Thanks. Also, I still got to end the stream. So I know that was my little like, thanks. But okay, now I'm really going to end it. Bye.